At first sight, the situation is calm in northern Mali, like here in Gao, the last city before Kidal, 300 kilometers up north. The bus which connects the two cities is back in service. It seems hard to believe that only a week ago soldiers from the Malian army were leaving this military base to go fight against the Tuareg rebellion in the north. Contrary to appearances, the situation in the region remains very tense. This unmarked pickup truck patrols the city and discreetly follows foreign journalists. The press isn't really welcome in the area. Officials explain this is justified for security reasons.
In principle, there is no problem with the press being here. Mali is a welcoming country, but there are a certain number of required procedures. We just need to know when you arrive somewhere, when you leave.
In Gao, everyone is thinking of last week's fighting. Most NGOs operating in the Tuareg city of Kidal temporarily left the place to come here, and some were caught in crossfire on the way back. We heard 3 loud detonations. Apparently this was heavy weaponry fire, but we're not sure. And then south of Kidal there was automatic rifle fire. This is why our NGO cannot be in contact with the populations we usually work with. Because of its location on the Niger River, Gao, the former capital city of the Songhai Empire, is at the crossroads between northern and southern Mali. It's also an important cultural and commercial hub where various populations have always been in close contact.
We want to do many things in the north, but we're afraid because there are always so many problems. We're looking for solutions. The people must find solutions together, hand in hand. The Tuareg people are our brothers, they're my brothers, and I would like them to disarm so we can build together the future of our region.
In Gao, like in the rest of the country, people hope peace will last, even though many believe that this peace doesn't only depend on Mali.